This is one of the deepest, most haunting questions humanity has ever asked. Are we truly free, or just playing roles in a script already written? Let's break this down across three major views: philosophical, religious, and scientific, and then synthesize it into something personal and powerful. Philosophical view. Do we have free will? Determinism says you have no free will. Everything, our thoughts, actions, and choices, is determined by prior causes such as genetics, upbringing, brain chemistry, and culture. In a nutshell, you choose coffee over tea, not freely, but because a chain of past events shaped that choice. You can do what you want, but you can't want what you want. Schopenhauer. Libertarian free will says otherwise. Yes, we're free. Humans have the power to make uncaused choices. You're not bound entirely by programming. You can rise above impulse, tradition, even trauma, compatibilism, middle ground. Even if everything is causally influenced, as long as you're not coerced, for example, gun to the head, your choices can still be called free. Think of it like being inside a maze. You didn't build it, but you choose your path within it. What about the religious views? Are we puppets of God? In Judaism, there's a strong emphasis on moral choice. Deuteronomy 30:19. I have set before you life and death, therefore choose life. God is sovereign. But human beings are accountable for their decisions. In Christianity, we observe mix of views. Calvinism leans toward predestination. God has already chosen who will be saved. Arminianism affirms free will. People can choose to accept or reject grace. In Islam, the Quran contains both. Qadr, the divine decree, states everything happens by God's will, but also says that God does not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Quran 13:11. Islamic scholars argue that we're free within a divine framework, like players in a game with known rules, but unknown outcomes. Scientific view. Illusion of free will in neuroscience. Some experiments, like Libet's, show that the brain decides in milliseconds before you're consciously aware of your decision. But these are micro decisions, like pressing a button, not big moral choices. Science leans toward limited free will under influence, not absolute determinism. So, I can offer this synthesis. We are free to choose, but not free from consequences. We live in a web of causes. That doesn't mean we're just puppets. Maybe we didn't write the script, but we can choose how to act in our scene. So what might be the deeper truth? Maybe both are true. God knows the destination, but gives you the wheel. Or perhaps life is a test, not to prove you're perfect, but to see what you do with the freedom you believe you have. Man is condemned to be free. Sartre. In that freedom lies both your burden and your power.